Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this DigiCast here on WTOC Facebook Live and on Roku, Amazon Fire, and we are on WTOC.com as well. We are tracking major Hurricane Willa set to make landfall within the hour along the Pacific coast of Mexico. It's still a Category 3, so the hopes that it was going to diminish into a 2 kind of out of the question. It could be a high-end 2 by the time it makes landfall, but still 120-mile-per-hour winds, and will continue to really lose its strength as it makes its way inland, because we've got lots of mountains in Mexico here, and it'll become a tropical depression less than 12 hours after making landfall. So that's good news. However, high surf, dangerous rain, some mudslides, especially with getting about 6 inches of rain and even more prior to making landfall. And so once that hits the mountains and goes downstream, we've already had reports of some flash flooding in that area. So let me just show you. This is a little infrared satellite here, and I've made it a little transparent just because land shows up kind of the same color as some of the infrared radar images. So landfall means when the center of the eye crosses over land. So we're really looking at like within 30 minutes of it making landfall. And we were talking about right near Matislan, but it looks like it's going to be a little further south, closer to Tuxpan, if you know where that is. So this is very rare, in fact, for the Pacific side of Mexico. Not that rare for the eastern portion or the Gulf side of Mexico, but it's pretty rare that a hurricane slams into the Pacific side of Mexico. And we know, we've been talking about, remnants of Willa will impact us on Friday in the way of rain. In the meantime, let's go ahead and look at that cold front that I'm going to be tracking for you heading into the overnight hours. So right now, it's just outside of Atlanta. Thick cloud coverage, though, blankets really all of South Carolina, Georgia, but the rain remains to the south. We had some sprinkles earlier today. So let's go hour by hour and watch how that front moves through in the overnight hours. And we start off with mostly sunny skies on Wednesday, maybe some residual clouds south of the Altamaha for maybe Blueberry Country, Waycross, Jessup, heading into Brunswick perhaps. But everybody sees sunshine through lunchtime and through the afternoon. So Wednesday, no problems. It's going to be a little warmer than today, but it's going to be breezy. 10 to 15 mile-per-hour winds out of the north. I think it's going to be pretty pleasant despite the warm temperatures, 80 in some places. So area of low pressure picks up that moisture. 7 a.m. Thursday, we're dry, but New Orleans and portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, into Mississippi getting the brunt of that rain. Now, it's going to be an area of low pressure, so it's going to be some wraparound moisture, and we could get up to maybe 1.5 inches in some locations, but it's looking more like 1 inch. Here we are, 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and we're still dry, and then we see the showers try to creep into our communities west of 95. So 8 o'clock, I know a lot of you may be, I don't know, there's a game in Statesboro. It's some game. Oh yeah, so it's Georgia Southern versus App State. So it's a big game. I think kickoff will be fine. 6 o'clock, no problems. 7 o'clock, no problems. Even halftime, no problem. But just make sure you bring a towel and a poncho or some sort of hoodie just in case the rain starts coming. And I've learned sitting in the bleachers that umbrellas can be kind of detrimental to the person sitting in front of you and behind you because the rain runs off and hits those people. So let's be courteous to those people, right? All right, hour by hour rainfall totals as we head through Friday. So it's going to be a Thursday late evening, overnight Friday. And Friday morning could be wet, and that'll impact your morning commute. And so we've labeled it a first alert day. And we could have afternoon thunderstorms as well because a warm front will be lifting through the coastal empire and low country. And when that happens, that clash of warm and cold air could produce some thunderstorms. So right now, Friday at 11 o'clock, when it's mostly done, we could get some residual Saturday showers. We're talking about 1 inch in Savannah, less than an inch in some locations. Jessup, Waycross, Alma, Vidalia gets an inch. Sylvania gets an inch. So this is much needed rainfall. So don't be alarmed at the first alert. Just want to make sure you're prepared for a morning commute that may be wet. Take some extra time and, watch out for the little guy in front of you. So look at Wednesday's planner. Pretty much wall-to-wall sunshine unless you live south of the Altamaha. You may start off with some clouds. And then those breezes, 10 to 15 out of the northeast, will be cool. They'll be cool breezes. So even though we do make it up to 80 in Jessup, 80 in Ahunta, 76 Savannah, 74 Beaufort, 76 Ridgeland, and 76 Hardeeville, we will have those breezes that'll make it feel quite pleasant tomorrow. So yes, temperatures encroaching the 80-degree mark, but still I think that it'll be pleasant. So let me go ahead and see if anybody has any questions. Oh, I have 58 comments. Hello. All right. So what's up? Nestor Vasquez, Bobby Van Brackle. Let's see. It was nice and cool at the soccer field tonight. Great. I'm glad you liked it, Gay. When I win the Mega... Okay, this is the best comment so far. Stephen Lasky, who is the sweetest. Stephen Lasky, this is on record, all right? I'm going to screenshot this, Stephen. When I win the Mega Million, I will give you $5 million. I'm actually screenshotting this tonight. Right now. Thank you for including South Carolina. All right, Nancy. Yes, of course I include South Carolina. Sometimes it feels like some people may feel left out in some of our forecasts, but yes, I know all of us at the First Alert team mentioned South Carolina in some way or form. All right, thank you, Geneva Smith. So I do a lot of consignment shopping, and this is from a consignment store. Just saying. I am the cheapest. Hi, Grady Dameron. I'm pretty cheap. I'm not cold tonight. Stephen. Oh, if it ain't snowing, we don't care. Okay, well, tune in January and we'll see where we're at. We're looking at the possibility of some deep south snow. That's what long-term NOAA, National Oceanic Administration Authority, is looking at. Atmospheric Administration, excuse me. And they're looking at the possibility of some more deep south snow. So tune in, Sarah. I'm fuzzy. Maybe that's okay. Let's see. Hi from South Georgia. Rain Friday night. Most likely, Courtney. And hi from Springfield. I hope you had a great time if you came out to the parade yesterday. I love it. Any idea what the weather will be like come end of next week? It looks dry for now, Michael. I know up and through Thursday it looks dry. Juicy clouds are on the way. Juicy clouds, Rob. Yes. Yes, rain. Friday night, Roy. Most likely Friday night. It'll linger into Saturday early morning. So I don't know how heavy it's going to be. It all really depends. You know, you're talking about wraparound moisture. What if we get a juicy cloud, as Rob said, and one place could get a really big downpour all of a sudden. And I'm sure you're asking, hi, Mike, for maybe Friday night football. Prepare for possibly wet Friday night football. What's up, Annie Joe? And what else? Anyway, we need more cold nights. Not so much cold nights. Too early for weekend weather? Not at all. Let's go. Watching you from Stuart, Florida, live in Jessup. Cool. Thanks for watching, Mark Burns. All right, so even though Friday is a first alert day with the possibility of some heavy downpours throughout the morning, a little tapering off in the afternoon, but the possibility of some thunderstorms in the afternoon, isolated in nature, not widespread scattered thunderstorms. Just be alert to that. So I think there's a game, so we know Thursday is the game with Georgia Southern, and then Saturday, the largest cocktail party in the world, and it looks great. There's a 20% chance of a shower. That's going to be in the morning, lingering from remnants of Willa. And we're looking at a high of 70 for Savannah, but most likely in Jacksonville, high of 72. And an afternoon filled with sunshine and breezy, maybe breezy conditions. Great football weather. I think you'll really like it Saturday, especially if you're tailgating outside. Warm in the sun, but I think you're going to be fine. So if that answers your question. My son was in the parade, ROTC, cool. My mom's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Tommy Daniels' mom. And yeah, Shannon Dubberly, cool. Great day. It's okay. Lindsay has an extensive, beautiful Halloween display at her house, and she was out of town for when Michael came through, blew some of her stuff down, and so when she hears breezy, not going to be as windy as that, Lindsay, so it's okay. So there, Shannon, I answered your question. Need more cold nights. So not going to be anywhere near cold as far as our 7 days. So middle 50s to 60 degrees. Coolest morning looks like Tuesday, 48, and maybe 45 west of 95. And I'm talking about the 301 corridor. I'm talking about Statesboro, Claxton, all the way through Jessup, and back toward Alma, Baxley, and Hazelhurst. Any more questions? Any more questions? Thanks. Hi. Great weekend for a Cub Scout haunted trail. Ooh, that sounds fun. And Randall Sepp says perfect forecast. All right. I'm feeling good about that. All right. Cool. And everybody gets some rain. And I don't know if you heard me last night, if you joined in, but apparently when you get cooler temperatures and some rain, it's good for maters. Somebody told me that. That's cool. And I have a lemon tree that I'm desperately waiting for these green little rocks, really hard, to turn into lemons. Maybe somebody bought me a lime tree and labeled it a lemon tree. I don't know. I will, if you don't have, I can't wait till it snows. I will buy you a Ferrari. I don't want a Ferrari, Stephen Lasky, but just keep watching WTOC and that's good enough for me. Thank you for joining this version of our DigiCast, and hopefully you can stay up for the news at 11. And I'm going to start, I started it, then we had Michael. I'm going to start sharing more Halloween pictures, and I do have a couple tonight that I'm going to show and showcase tonight. So if you have any cool decorations, or you've already dressed your kids up for pictures prior to trick-or-treating, go ahead and share them, and I'll share them on air. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. Good night.